Welcome back to Mercedes Success. Mercedes' success story at the hands of founder Carl Benz. Mercedes-Benz is one of the most luxurious and prestigious cars in the world, as the quality and luxury of this car behind it is great work and effort and determination to continue and keep pace with development and provide everything distinctive in the car market. And these things are one of the most important reasons why the success story of this ancient company imposes itself so far. Success in any area of life has its reasons behind it, and these reasons must have many elements such as working sincerely and increasing effort. But in order for eternal success to be complete, there must be people with distinct personality and thinking to use time, work and develop this field. The story of Mercedes-Benz has different facets, as in addition to all the ingredients for success, there is a secret in this story, which is the mentality of two people who are the main pillars of building this company, namely Carl Benz and Gottlieb Daimler. These two people are considered German geniuses, and the base of their success is the union in the same field, which is the engine and car market. Do you know that the first car in history runs on gasoline as well as the first bus in history? Also, its inventor is Carl Benz, the founder of Mercedes, whose success story we will talk about in detail. Carl Benz, founder of Mercedes Motor Company. Carl Benz was born in the city of Karlsruhe in Germany, and the work of his father had a great impact on his success, as his father was working as a train driver, and this was a great auxiliary factor in Benz's love and passion for the field of technology and his attachment and love of knowledge about various means of transportation, and this is what prompted him after he finished high school to enroll in the technical school, to obtain a diploma in engineering in 1864. Carl Benz obtained an engineering diploma to start his working life, where he practiced work in many factories and kept moving between them and traveled to many cities in Germany such as Karlsruhe, Mannheim, Pforzheim, and remained so for 7 years, and during this period his big dream revolves in his mind and seeks to be the owner of a large factory, but his dream was to have his factory one of the distinctive factories. Benz actually started in 1871 when he opened a small shop with the participation of a colleague, and the shop was machinery repair, but his colleague did not have enough patience to continue and broke up with him. Benz continued in his field and then worked on developing a two-valve engine, but there were difficulties and obstacles that caused the success of this development not to be completed. But Benz had a strong determination, patience and love for this field, and his big dream of his factory was a great and important motivation for Benz to succeed in December 1879, and this engine was started and the idea of development succeeded. Success prompted Benz to establish a company in 1882, specializing in the production of fuel-powered engines, but Carl Benz had a great advantage, which is the love of adventure, and this is what made him establish another company with two other colleagues in the city of Mannheim in 1883. As well as at the beginning of October 1883. Carl Benz founded another company to make gas-powered engines, and it was only a few months later that Gottlieb Daimler patented a gas-powered engine, and created his first gas engine in 1885, both of which were the sparks of the beginning of the automotive era in the world. In this period, Benz was thinking and aspiring to develop the two-valve engine in order to become equivalent to work in car engines, but not all people have determination, and here Benz's ambition and determination collided in the rejection of his partners for this idea in the first place, as they considered it a kind of great risk impossible to succeed. But Benz's adventurous spirit and love for his field kept him working with determination to finish designing an engine for the car, creating a chassis on it, starting the engine with rear-wheel drive in the forward direction due to engine power, and using components such as iron chains and some rubber belts. This car has already been shown to the public, and the surprise was when the car hit a wall and crashed permanently. But Benz was a patient and optimistic man who continued his career, as in 1899 he designed a car that is durable and truly reliable, and this year he ranked first in the automotive industry around the world. And continued Benz work and effort until 1906 to finish. Benz design a distinctive car, and there are documents confirming this, as he registered this car number 37435, and obtained the patent for this car from the Imperial Office of the Prairie in Berlin, Germany, and registered in his name Carl Benz, and the car was designed to work with 3 tires, and this car appeared to the light in 1906, and is still in the German museum to this day. Gottlieb Daimler. Gottlieb Daimler is a German man born in the German city of Württemberg in 1834, where his partner Benz is about 10 years older, an engineer in the field of mechanics, and he also had a love for technology, mechanics, and the world of engines. The work of Daimler and Wyworth in Manchester, Britain, was one of the reasons why he gained experience early in his life, and then Daimler returned to Germany in 1872, and worked immediately upon his return in N.A. Auto, in Cologne, which was specialized in the field of fuel engine production, and 10 years passed while working in this company to open his own engine workshop in partnership with another innovator named Wilhelm Maybach, and this workshop was close to the German city of Stuttgart. Daimler was the first to develop and design an engine powered by the internal combustion system of fuel, and was actually able to install it on a three-wheeled vehicle and was shared in this field by his partner inventor Maybach, and the engine was named Daimler Maybach, and that was in 1872. In 1885, Daimler succeeded in inventing the first motorcycle, after his success in designing and installing a small light engine that works with fuel for a bicycle, and Daimler registered his patent, and this bike was running at a speed of 12 miles per hour, and he offered it for sale in 1886 AD, and it is noteworthy that the first to buy bicycle engines are car manufacturers in France. In 1886, the idea evolved to install the engine on a four-wheeled stagecoach, becoming the first four-wheeled car with an internal combustion engine for fuel in automotive history. Then in 1889, the scientists Daimler and Maybach were able to finish the first complete car powered by a gasoline breakthrough engine, with a transmission, gearbox, Fadis, that was working at 4 speeds, and the speed of the car reached 10 miles per hour. Highlights of Mercedes development. In 1890, Maybach invented a 4-cylinder engine, which was used in marine boats. Then in 1900, a Hungarian businessman contracted with Daimler to buy 36 race cars, and the contract clause was to name the car after Mercedes. Daimler founded a foundation in Stuttgart in partnership with Max Donthofer and Wilhelm Lorenz on November 29, 1890. The world's first bus was invented by Benz in Mannheim and operated in several German cities, including Segen, Netphen, and Dotz. In 1895, the first car race was organized in the United States, and the race was a round-trip race from the city of Chicago and the city of Waukegan, but Benz lost this race and only one driver, Oskar Muller, was able to win. In 1900, Gottlieb Daimler died, and a year later, in 1901, one of Daimler's cars was able to win a car race, and the company was officially registered in the name of Mercedes based on the will of Daimler before his death. And development and success remained the approach of the company Benz even after his death to work on the same road in the development of engines and cars. An amazing invention was introduced in 1905 by Daimler, the radiator car water cooler, which represented a major qualitative step and one of the most important inventions in the automotive industry. Carl Benz died on January 19, 1929, at the age of 85, after Benz and Daimler were merged, uniting and continuing Mercedes-Benz's success. Mercedes then occupied a distinguished and prestigious position in the automotive and engine industry, and the Mercedes with its distinctive and unique triple-star logo became popular among the rich owners of luxury cars. Thanks for watching. Support us by likes and subscribes.